What's up guys, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Today we're going to take a look at the Betrayer's Cemetery, a new area near what is now the Hex Sanctuary Zone. But before we do that, I want to thank the supporters of this channel. You guys help keep these videos going, so thank you so much for the support. If you want to help out, you can support the channel by subscribing to this video, liking or disliking this video, and clicking that bell icon so you get notified when my next video upload is. Now, as for this new area, it's called Betrayer's Cemetery or Graveyard, depending on how they're going to eventually translate that for us. It's currently out in Korea, also in test server, which is where I am right now. From now on, I'll be doing more of these grind zone first impressions for areas that we don't have on live servers, but also for ones that are already in our version. Because I want to keep these videos on the short side, I'm going to call them grind zone briefs, since I'll be going over the basics of the zone to give you an idea of whether or not it's worth your time. Now, Betrayer's Cemetery. It's a 160 AP recommended zone, so that means there is no AP cap. You can grind here efficiently as long as you are at least 160 AP with Kudum offhand. The area is unique in that it has these tombstones you can attack. One attack will start the process of spawning wave after wave of skeletons you have to kill. The objective is to kill the enemies before they're able to kill the tombstone, and your skills no longer damage the tombstone after the first initial hit. There is one large skeleton that spawns and will be considered kind of the elite of the bunch. He only ever respawns after you kill the previous giant skeleton, so it's not like you will be overwhelmed by giant skeletons. There are 5 tombstones in the area, and for the most part you only really need 2 tombstones to have a rotation, I guess, if you can call it that. It's best if you choose the cliffside tombstones I've found, because they have a more even ground. So if you're a class with AoE skills that don't like any semblance of verticality, you can choose the cliffside one, so you don't have to worry too much about your skills not doing damage. The node related to this zone is the Marie Cave, not the Hex Sanctuary. And as far as drops go, you can drop the trash item, which nets you 1, 2, or 3 drops from the normal skeletons, 7, 8, or 9 for the big skeletons without a loot scroll, and they're worth around 18-20 silver each. Not a lot, but not horrible either. The main drop here is the Witch Earring, though you can also drop Caphras, Ancient Spirit Powder, Trace of Death, Relic Shards, Blackstones, and Residue. Now, hard to say how much silver per hour you would get, since test server has T4 pets at level 4 for me currently, but it would be dependent on how much Caphras you can get, to be honest, because that's probably the most valuable item that you have apart from the Witch Earring, which won't be dropping that often. For a 160 AP zone, I think it's okay, but it seems they have tuned it down a bit since you don't have to be as mobile. I got 1 Witch Earring in the hour or so that I was here, and 5 Caphras, so around 50 million or so with scuffed pets and 173 Kudum AP. So in terms of positive, of course, we have the area is really chill to grind, to be honest. It's just put on some podcasts, put on some album you want to listen to, and just kind of grind. You don't have to move anywhere. It's really nice. It just launched in Korea, so we can see some changes by the time we get it. And the amount of gear that you get these days, honestly, is going to make the spot kind of struggle against places like Polyforest. Not as much gear is needed to start grinding Polyforest, but honestly, this zone seems better suited for people with a low number of pets, because you can spend time to pick up loot since you have to wait for the waves, and it's nowhere near as inventory draining as most other areas around this AP zone. And that's pretty much it for this zone brief. Let me know what you think about this Betrayer's Cemetery zone. Do you think it's going to be popular with newer players? And let me know what areas in Odalita you'd like for me to check out next. Let me know in the comments, and as always guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.